Record. Sorry about that. Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Jane Larson, and I'm an academic advisor here in the Faculty of Education. I wanted to welcome all of you to this information session and to congratulate all of you on your successful applications to the program. First, I would like to, before I start anything, I'd like to introduce you to the manager of our undergrad student services office, because I know she would like to welcome all of you as well. This is Vanessa Graffi.
I think we're all having mouse problems tonight. Hi. Yeah, my mouse is all sticky on my computer. Hi, I'm Vanessa Graffi, and I work with Jane Larson. We're in the Faculty of Education at the Kiel campus. And as she said, welcome, congratulations. We're excited to see you. And I think we're going to be probably even visiting you maybe on the first day, which Jane will talk about on May 1st, which is Monday, May 1st. So we finally get to meet you face to face. But we're here to support you, ask any questions that you have over the next month and a half. And we're hoping that this evening, over the next 45 minutes to an hour, will help you understand more about this program, the Bachelor of Education program. It's a fast moving one. You got admitted to the May, and it's done within 16 to 18 months. So, over the next month or so, you will have questions, and you just want to be reassured that this is all going in the right direction for you. So again, welcome, and thank you, Jane, for recording this session this evening and taking the lead on presenting the information. Thanks.
Thanks, Vanessa. Okay, so what we'll be talking about tonight, a few things that I'm going to be sharing with you. And like you already know, we're recording this, so this will be available to you later on. So just sit back, enjoy the information, take it all in. You don't have to worry about taking notes. All of this really is in that advising package I've shared with you. And again, we'll be offering this recorded version of the session as well afterwards, once it's available. So I'll be talking to you about starting in the BEd program. I'll be talking about the admission requirements, the Ontario College of Teachers, so the OCT, the academic and graduation requirements, your practicum placements, student information, so information that's available to you as a student at York. We'll talk about Passport York, so getting that set up and accessing info through the current students' websites. We want you to get familiar. They've actually just updated the website, so I'm trying to find my way around it, but it's really well done. So you have a lot of access as a student to the information on the website. The support services that are available to you as a student. We'll talk about fees, financial assistance, setting up your York email, because we want you all to have a York email account. And then finally, we'll talk about enrollment. So the program, your first day of the program starts with an orientation day, and that's on Monday, May the 1st. It will be at TMU. We don't have a room to share with you yet, but it will be to be announced. And the first day will be starting at 9 a.m. on Monday, May the 1st. So the admission requirements. So primary, junior, you guys are all going to be primary, junior teacher candidates, so that kindergarten up to grade 6 level. And we want you to have your degree conferred when you begin the program. So you're all, if you haven't already graduated like last fall, you're all up to have your degrees conferred this spring. So that's the students that we want to capture. So that's all of you. We need to have your transcript indicating degree conferred. So we'll need to see that, because all of you have a conditional offer of admission, and it's conditional on seeing that final transcript that says degree conferred. And so we don't want you to order it today, because it won't show that. We need you to order it and check off the box, not right now, but to say degree conferred, so that they'll hold off and send that one transcript that we need, and it saves you the money to reorder one later on. And so all of you will need to order that through either OUAC. You can order it that way electronically. That's the best way really to get it. And then we'll have an electronic copy of the transcript, but you can order it also directly through TMU. It's up to you. And we would like to have these transcripts in our office by June the 1st. And at the end of this session, I'll answer all of your questions. So if I could just go through all of the information first, because chances are I'll probably be answering the question that you might have. And then at the end, we'll open it up and you can ask me questions. Requirements for the program. So you need to maintain good standing while you're in the program. You need to get a minimum of a C+ in each and every course in the education program. So it's not an overall C+ that we're looking for, but it's every single course you need to get a C+ minimum. And then you also need to successfully complete by passing all of your practicum placements. So that's your community and your school practicums, which we'll talk about later. Those aren't letter graded, those are pass fail. So you need to pass those practicums. So if you encounter any problems while you're in the program and you need to possibly petition or get a deferred standing agreement in place, first thing we want you to do is to not be quiet about this and hold this in. We want you to discuss anything that's happening that is holding you back, that's requiring you to possibly, submit a petition or a deferred standing agreement to get some extra time with things. Have a conversation, be open with your instructors. They're here to support you. But they can't support you if you're quiet about anything. So please be open, and also please rely on me. I'm your academic advisor for these 16 months of the program. So please feel comfortable to reach out to me if you need any advice, you need any advising, anything, please reach out to me so I can let you know what we can put in place to help you along the way, because we want you to be successful in the program. So there are petitions that you can do if you want to change a rule or a regulation. We can get a petition put in place. If you need some extra time for an assignment, like an extension, there's deferred standing agreements that can also be put in place. So we're familiar with this. If for some reason, and hopefully this isn't the case for you, but if for some reason you can't stay in the program, all different things happen in life, please also reach out to me so that I can support you with a withdrawal from the program. But hopefully that won't be the case for any of you. So the police record checks, or the VSS, this information is in the advising package I sent to you. So we need all of you to have a valid VSS for for the whole time you're in the program. You need the VSS for your practicum placements. So you'll need it starting for the fall. And so for the start of the program at September, you need to have that cleared VSS in place. We'd like you to start working on getting it no later than July. Like, we'd like you to have it to cover you for the full year so that you're covered all of September and next term, and then you'll have to renew it again. So they only last for 1 year. So you don't need it for the first term of the program, but you need it to, we suggest that you get it for July, so that to start working on getting it for July so that you don't run into any issues with, it's sometimes, especially with Toronto Police Services, sometimes it can take a long time to get it, and you need to have it in your hand so that you can proceed in the program with your practicums, okay? Practicum placement information. So we have practicum placements will be set up for you in the Toronto area schools. So you can choose to have a public or a Catholic placement, but no matter which public or Catholic you choose, it's going to be a Toronto District School Board, okay, only. The practicum will be an 88 days of minimum, an 88-day minimum of school placement, okay, over the 16 months, which is more than any other faculty of education does. So you get lots of practicum experience, which is great to prepare you for your career in teaching. You're going to do an EDPR 1000, which is your community practicum that you'll do starting in the fall for the full year, academic year, September to April. So a community practicum, and then you'll do a school practicum in the fall as well. And then you'll do one You'll have 3 school practicums and you'll have 1 community practicum. Okay, so there goes my dog barking, sorry.
I'm going to jump in briefly while Jane settles her dog. So with the practicum placement, what will happen is that you will have the 3 school placements. They will happen in the fall, the winter, and then the spring. What will happen, and Jane may touch on it, but Jane, I was just trying to support you while you're settling Marley.
Thanks.
You probably won't be in 3 different schools. That's a lot to juggle, but for sure, probably 2 different schools in the Toronto area. But what we need to do in order for you to be certified with the Ontario College of Teachers is that you need to get age-related teaching experience in the primary junior curriculum. So we know you've got the early years, you may even have junior kindergarten with your program through TMU, but you will get through us in those 88 days, you will get maybe another kindergarten to junior kindergarten experience. Then maybe you'll have a 2-3 split experience, and then you'll have an upper year, maybe a 4, 5, or 6. So what we do hear from some students is they say, oh, I just want to be grade 1. Well, that's not going to happen in our program. You have to get age-related experience in all the PJ teaching age groups for your certification with the Ontario College of Teachers. So again, might be ending 2 schools, which is fine. And then, you may be with 2 or 3 different teacher mentors. So that's the in-school placement. And then the community placement, I'll bring Jane back into that one. She can talk about that experience that our BED program requires. Thanks, Jane.
Thanks, Vanessa. Okay, so the community practicum placement, the EDPR 1000, that runs September until April. And so you will be sent a link from the practicum office over the summer to provide you with over 200 community partnerships that we work with. And you can take some time. So it's usually like 8 or 10 days that this link is live. So you can really take your time looking at the different options available to you. And you're going to make your 5 choices out of all of those hundreds of community partnerships that are available. You're going to choose 5 that most interest you. And then you will be given one of those 5 choices. And the community partnerships, what we encourage you to do is choose a community partnership that is not in a community that you're familiar with. We want you to choose a community that you're going to, if let's say you live in the West End of Toronto, you know all about that community because you're a part of it. It would be ideal if you went east or north or south, just got out of the community that you're familiar with, because that's where you're going to learn about other people and their communities and what resources are available to them and what kids, and their families have available outside of the school. So we want you to learn about different communities. So we encourage you to choose a community that you're not familiar with. So Vanessa did talk about the school practicum. So that's the school EDPR 1000 and 2000. Those are the practicums, the first ones that you'll be doing. The Ontario College of Teachers, so the OCT. So you will be recommended to the Ontario College of Teachers upon completing your BEd, and they're the umbrella for all teachers in Ontario. So you will register with them. And so you will be graduating in the summer of 2024 and applying. We'll give you the information along the way as well so that you know the right time to apply. We have a monthly newsletter that updates you with all of this information. So there are a lot of steps that you need to do prior to the nomination. So we will keep you updated in the newsletter as to when. So you don't have to worry about it right now, but you will be recommended once you finish the program to the Ontario College of Teachers and be able to start applying for teaching jobs for the fall of 2024. So these are the steps here. that you will be following for this OCT nomination. And again, this will be outlined in our monthly newsletters for you, so you'll know the right time to get this full process started. So while you're in the program, there's some resources that are available to you. We have an education resource center at the main campus, York University. So currently under renovation, but there are a lot of resources that are available, some manipulatives for your learning to teach. So there's lots of things there to support you as a student. There's the MTRR blog. So we would like you, the Mentor Teacher Resource Room, we would like you to familiarize yourself with this now, to go to the link and become familiar with it. It's sort of a connection between mentor teachers, who are the teachers you'll be working with in the schools doing your practicum, and you as a teacher candidate. It's sort of it links you together. So if you go onto the site, you'll see sort of the expectations of you as a teacher candidate, but also those that you can expect of your mentor teacher. So we would like you to sort of stay in touch with this blog to keep you up to date with things and what is required of you as a teacher candidate. The monthly calendar and course schedule. So that Google Calendar that I referred to, and it's in the information package that I sent you as well. The Google Calendar is what you're going to be referring to. That's going to be what you go by on a weekly basis. So that's your sort of your timetable. So each week you'll see every Monday you have a certain class, or Tuesday week by week, but it's on this Google Calendar that we want you to be sort of following regularly, because there might be, 1 week that you don't have that class that you normally go to because there's going to be a workshop that day or something else happening. Maybe Visa is going to be teaching you guys how to write resumes, that sort of thing. So keep referring to your Google Calendar for the most up-to-date week by week class schedule. Book lists and course information, all of that information will be on your EClass, which is the system that we use, and I'll talk about that in a minute. YU cards, so we want you to get a York University card because it's a good form of ID for you when you go into your school placements. It identifies you as a York University student, and I'll explain how you're going to get that. And then while you're in the program, your big support, and you guys have the benefit of, you guys all know each other because you've gone through this program through TMU together, your early childhood studies program. So you're just going to continue the relationships that you guys have developed there right into this program and support each other along the road together, which is pretty unique and amazing. So EClass, that's the learning module that we work with. And you can also spend some time now going in and do a little tutorial on this to figure out how it works. It's well done. Both my kids go to York, so I see their EClass all the time. I go in and look at stuff with them, and I'm always interested to sort of be on the other end to see what it looks like for you guys. So I think it's great. So all of your classes will have a little icon in there and information in each of the classes. You'll be submitting your assignments through there, having study groups through there, discussion group, all of that sort of stuff will be done on EClass. So I would really welcome you to go in and take a look so that you're familiar for when the program starts, you're right in there. Education enrollment. So we make it super easy for you. We don't even get you to enroll in your courses. I'm going to enroll you in your courses as long as you click on that mock form that we provided you with to authorize me to do it. I need that form to be able to do that. So please, all of you, whenever you get the chance, as soon as possible, sooner than later, so you don't forget about it. Please click on that mock form link to authorize me to take care of your enrollment for you. And then I'll let you know when it's all been done. We want all of you also to create a Passport York account. So this link here takes you to manage my services. And again, it's very straightforward. You just click on that you're a student, you're using your birth date format this way. So your password, use your student number as your username, and your password will be your date of birth in this format. So the year you were born, then the month, then the day. And then it will prompt you to create your own unique password, which all of you will do that. And then you'll have access to Passport York and be able to pay your student fees, access your student account, pull a letter if you need one for whatever reason you need an enrollment letter. There's all kinds of things that you have access to with this Passport York, so you really need to get it. And also for you to get your York student card, you need your Passport York. So please get working on getting that set up as soon as possible. And then you can start working on your York email accounts. So something here for student financial services, thinking about fees, how much does the program cost? So the total tuition based on this year's students was $14,354. So we don't have an updated price list yet, but it shouldn't change too much from this. So just so you know, you're going to be looking at about that much. Okay, so each term, it's based on the credits that you're enrolled in. So for your first term, you're enrolled in 15 credits, you will be. So it will be 15 times 239. That will be the cost of the first term of the BEd program. And you'll be able to access on your student account the fees that are owed. There's information on this website as well. Because you're a York student, you're going to be doing all of this through York now, not through TMU. You can apply for scholarships, awards, and bursaries. If you need any financial advising, all the things, if you need a refund, all of that is on the Student Financial Services website. So to pay your tuition, you go to the current student's website, you can do your registration deposit. You all have a $300 registration deposit that will be due on April the 10th, and that secures your spot in the program. And then your remaining tuition will be due on May the 10th. All of these different things here, additional student fees, waivers and payments, all tax form. If you need your tax form next year, this time next year, you're going to need that, your T4, you can access that on this website as well. Okay, so we're down to the end here. So here's my checklist for you guys, just to make sure that you go back and look at this. I need you to submit that enrollment form, that mock form link, to authorize me to take care of your enrollment for you. So if you could have that to me by April 1st, the latest, so I can get you enrolled in all of your courses. I want you to create your Passport York accounts, which if you just follow the links that are in your advising package, it's very straightforward. Pay your $300 deposit fee by April 10th. And submit your official final transcripts, and make sure when you order them that you check off the box that says degree conferred, so that you don't have to reorder another and pay for another transcript. Okay, that's really important. Start working on getting that police record check, because you need that in your hand when you start the fall community and school practicums. So you don't want to be without that. So we advise you to get it done as soon as possible. Over the summer, like July 1st is a good date to focus on. And that way it will cover you for all of September right through to next May, because it lasts for 1 year. And then you'll have to get a new one for the following, because they expire every 1 year, right? So you're going to always need to have a valid one going so that you can stay in the program in your practicums. We want you to get your YU cards. So probably the best time for you to do that, unless you happen to be on campus or up in the neighborhood of York University, you need to do it in person. You can't do it online. So you might want to either go in person and do that, make a trip doing that, or you can wait until there's another orientation week at the end of August. I think it's the 29th. It says so on your Google Calendar. That's a day that you will be coming to the York campus. And so you might want to sort of piggyback on that orientation day and come and get your YU card that day as well. So you don't have to make a special trip. Okay, so that's my advice to you, but you can get it whenever you want. And your first day of the program, Monday, May 1st, and we'll announce the room location, but it will be at TMU. And that's everything I needed to share with you today. So now we can start asking questions if you want to shout out, or Vanessa, if you have anything else you want to add.
Yeah, I've got just a couple of things I'm going to add. I know we have Jennifer Butterly here with us this evening, and I'm sure she's got a few things that she'd love to share with the students. And of course, it's always good to see you, Jennifer. We've been working with you for quite a few years, and Jane and I always get excited at this time because we get a little bit more of you via Zoom or in person. I know we kind of keep in touch
nice.
with email, but now we get to see you face to face. So yeah, Jennifer, you have a few things to share with the students, I understand.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Well, it's super nice to see you guys too. So, first of all, I just want to say congratulations to everybody. I know it's like a really busy time, and you're getting applications ready, and you're trying to finish up your school and everything. So congratulations to everybody for being able to push through and get all that stuff done. But there's two important things that I wanted to say beyond congratulations. And one is, I'm going to just take, can you hear me okay? You're good? Okay. One is that I want to make sure that everybody that is accepted into the program has got a one card, a TMU one card. So most people should have it and should have it activated, because now that we're back on campus, you are having to use it to access our campus buildings and classrooms and whatnot. The classrooms actually should be open, but it's the buildings. So if you don't have a one card, and this may be more pertinent for any part-time students that might be here, you have to make sure you get that, because if you don't have it, you can't get in the building, or you're going to have to make arrangements with another peer, and that's going to be a pain for you to have to do that. So the one card is one thing that you have to do, and then the one card, what that's going to do for you when once you've graduated, so until you graduate, you still have all of your one card privileges and the TMU privileges and whatnot. But once you actually graduate, you're no longer going to be a TMU student. You're going to be a TMU alumni studying on the TMU campus, but you're going to be a York student. So there will be a few things that you won't be able to use your one card for, and that will be for the MAC and the RAC. I think the RAC has probably been renamed, but I don't know what it is. But any of the athletic facilities, you're not able to use it for that. You will be able to use it for the library. I will have a list of student TMU student numbers that I'll send, and we'll make sure we get that kind of access extended for you, and building access, and the ability to book a room, and the ability to go into the ECS lounge. But some of the things that are associated with tuition that you would have been having now, being able to be in different TMU clubs and on student councils and stuff, you won't be able to do anymore, but you'll be able to access the campus. And a few other resources. So that's the one other thing. And then the second thing was, you should have gotten an email today as a reminder from Monica in our office that there's a specific award, the Keola Isaacs Award, and that is only for students that are in the program. What was the concurrent program and is now a consecutive program. So if you are deciding to accept your offer by the 16th of March, you also have the opportunity by the 16th of March to apply for this Keola Isaacs Award. You actually have to be admitted and accepting the offer to be eligible. So if you decide after this that you're not going to go forward with the TMU York model and the being on our campus, then you aren't eligible. But if you are, please, I encourage you to apply, because I can't remember how much it is. It's, I think, under $2,000, but it's still $2,000, and it's for students that have a particular interest or particular sort of affinity for working with students that have possible identified learning needs or special needs. So I encourage you to do that. And that's all I have to say. Okay, thanks.
Thank
And
you.
I'm here to ask questions, and I'm here for you, and I'm here for Vanessa and Jane, and we work super well together. And you might email me and ask me a question, and I don't know the answer, so I refer you to Jane. But we have like this great little network of communication. So you're totally well supported.
Yeah.
That's it. Thank you.
Thanks, Jennifer.